What's up everyone, it's Simplicity back with another video. Whether you're a student, a professional, a gamer, or just need something to browse the web, finding the right laptop can be a challenge. But don't worry, this video is your ultimate laptop buying guide. In this video, I will walk you through everything you need to consider before you drop some serious cash on a new machine. By the end of this video, you'll be a laptop pro, ready to pick the perfect device for your workflow and your budget. Alright, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like and bell notification button so YouTube can notify you as soon as I upload more amazing videos. Watch the full honest review on the top 10 best laptops based on any specific needs by clicking the playlist in the video description. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment box. Okay, so first things first, we need to figure out what you're actually going to be using this laptop for. Are you a casual user who mostly browses the web, checks emails, and streams videos? If that's you, then you don't need to drop a ton of money on a top-of-the-line machine. A mid-range laptop with a decent processor and enough RAM to handle basic multitasking will do the trick. But maybe you're a business professional who needs a laptop for work. In that case, you'll probably need something with a bit more power, especially if you're dealing with spreadsheets, presentations, and video conferencing. Now, if you're a gamer, you know the deal. You need a laptop that can handle the latest AAA titles with smooth frame rates and stunning graphics. And then you have the creatives out there, the video editors, photographers, graphic designers. You guys need something with a color-accurate display, a powerful processor for rendering, and plenty of RAM to handle those massive files. If you're always on the go, a lightweight Ultrabook with long battery life is going to be your best friend. Alright, now that we've got a handle on what you need your laptop for, let's talk budget. How much are you willing to spend on this thing? Now I know talking about money can be a little awkward, but it's important to set realistic expectations. The good news is, there are great laptops available at every price point. If you're on a tight budget, you can find some solid options for under $500 that can handle basic tasks without breaking a sweat. Moving up to the mid-range, between $500 and $1,000 will get you a significant boost in performance. My advice is to figure out what features are non-negotiable for you, and then find a laptop that checks those boxes without going overboard on stuff you don't really need. Remember, a laptop is an investment, so choose wisely. So you figured out what you need your laptop for and how much you're willing to spend. Now let's talk software, specifically operating systems. The big three are Windows, macOS, and Chrome OS, and each one has its own strengths and weaknesses. Windows is the most popular operating system out there, and for good reason. It's incredibly versatile, with a massive library of software and games available. Now macOS is Apple's operating system, and it's known for its sleek design and user-friendly interface. It's a popular choice for creative professionals thanks to its powerful suite of creative apps and its seamless integration with other Apple devices. And finally, we have Chrome OS, which is Google's lightweight operating system. Chrome OS laptops, also known as Chromebooks, are known for their affordability, portability, and long battery life. The key here is to think about your workflow and what kind of software you use on a daily basis. Alright, let's talk about the heart of any laptop, the processor, or CPU. This is the component that handles all the heavy lifting, so you want to make sure you've got one that can keep up with your demands. Now when it comes to CPUs, the two biggest names in the game are Intel and AMD. Both offer a wide range of processors for laptops, from budget-friendly options to absolute powerhouses. On the Intel side, you've got the Core i3, i5, i7, and i9 processors. For basic tasks like web browsing and email, a Core i3 or Ryzen 3 will do just fine. But if you're doing more demanding work like video editing or gaming, you're going to want to step up to a Core i5, Ryzen 5, or even a Core i7, Ryzen 7. Instead, focus on finding a processor that's a good fit for your specific needs and budget. Next up, let's talk RAM, or random access memory. Think of RAM as your laptop's short-term memory. It's where your laptop stores all the data it needs to access quickly, like the apps you're currently using, the files you're working on, and the websites you're browsing. The more RAM you have, the more tasks your laptop can handle simultaneously without slowing to a crawl. For basic tasks like web browsing, email, and light document editing, 4 GB of RAM might be enough to get by. But honestly, in this day and age, I'd recommend at least 8 GB of RAM for a decent user experience. If you're planning on doing any kind of multitasking, like having multiple browser tabs open, running demanding applications, or doing some light video editing, then 16 gigabytes of RAM is a good investment. Just remember, RAM is one of those things where it's better to have too much than not enough. Alright, let's talk storage. This is where your operating system, your applications, your files, all that good stuff lives. Now, you've got a couple of different options when it comes to laptop storage: hard disk drives, HDDs, solid-state drives, SSDs, and hybrid drives. HDDs are the older technology, and they're still a popular choice for budget laptops because they offer a lot of storage capacity for the price. SSDs, on the other hand, are much faster than HDDs. They use flash memory, similar to what you find in USB drives and SD cards, which means they can access data much more quickly. The downside of SSDs is that they're more expensive than HDDs, so you typically get less storage capacity for the same price. If you need a lot of storage space and you're on a tight budget, a hybrid drive could be a good compromise. Alright, let's talk displays. After all, you're going to be staring at this thing for hours on end, so you want to make sure it's easy on the eyes. The first thing to consider is resolution. Now, 1920 by 1080, also known as 1080p, is pretty much the standard these days, and it offers a good balance of sharpness and screen real estate. But if you want the absolute sharpest image possible, you can step up to a higher resolution like 1440p or even 4K. Just keep in mind that higher resolutions can also drain your battery faster. Next up, you've got screen size. 13 to 14 inches is a good sweet spot for portability, while 15 to 17 inches offers more screen real estate for work and entertainment. Some people love the added versatility of a touchscreen, while others find it unnecessary. It really comes down to personal preference. Chapter 8. Graphics, integrated versus dedicated. Now let's talk about graphics. For basic tasks like web browsing, streaming videos, and light photo editing, the integrated graphics that come built into most processors are more than enough. But if you're planning on doing any serious gaming, video editing, or 3D modeling, you're going to want a laptop with a dedicated graphics card. A dedicated graphics card, or GPU, is a separate chip that's specifically designed for handling graphics-intensive tasks. This means you'll get smoother frame rates, better graphics quality, and an overall more enjoyable gaming experience. But if you're serious about gaming or other graphics-intensive tasks, it's definitely worth the investment. Chapter 9. Battery life, staying powered up on the go. Let's be real, nobody wants to be tethered to a wall outlet all day. That's why battery life is such an important consideration when choosing a laptop. Now, how long a laptop's battery lasts depends on a lot of factors, including the screen size, the brightness, the processor, and of course, what you're actually using the laptop for. Manufacturers often advertise really long battery life figures, but those are usually based on ideal conditions like low screen brightness and minimal multitasking. As a general rule of thumb, I'd say aim for a laptop that gets at least 8 to 10 hours of battery life on a single charge. If you're planning on using your laptop primarily for gaming or other demanding tasks, you're going to want to prioritize laptops with larger batteries and fast charging capabilities. Chapter 10. The little things, don't forget the details. Alright, we're almost at the finish line. We've covered the big stuff, but now let's talk about some of the smaller details that can make a big difference in your overall laptop experience. First up, the keyboard and trackpad. You're going to be spending a lot of time typing and navigating on this thing, so you want to make sure it's comfortable to use. Look for a laptop with a keyboard that has good tactile feedback, decent key travel, and a comfortable layout. And don't forget about the trackpad. A responsive and accurate trackpad can save you a lot of frustration in the long run. Next, let's talk ports. Make sure the laptop you're considering has all the ports you need for your peripherals, like USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, and an SD card reader. Another thing to consider is build quality. A well-built laptop is going to last longer and hold up better to wear and tear. Outrow choosing your perfect laptop. So there you have it, guys. That's everything you need to know to choose the perfect laptop for your needs in current year. I know it's a lot of information to process, but trust me, taking the time to find the right laptop will save you a lot of headaches in the long run. Remember, the best laptop for you is the one that fits your specific needs, your workflow, and of course, your budget. Don't be afraid to do your research, read reviews, and compare specs before you make a decision. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tech breakdowns just like this. Alright, that's it for me. Peace.